Today we'll be looking at the Week 4 Monday Night Football matchup between the 0-3 Atlanta Falcons and the 3-0 Green Bay Packers. The Falcons come into this game losing their first 3 of the season, and 2 of them giving the lead away late to take the loss. And Green Bay comes in after 2 very convincing wins in Week 1 and 2, and then a nice win on the road versus the Saints last week. This should be a very interesting game. Aaron Rodgers is playing at a very high level. We'll start by looking at the Atlanta Falcons defense versus Chicago Bears last week in their game. This is in the first quarter, ball on the 50-yard line. Chicago has it. This is just a nice play call versus the type of defense that Atlanta is running. Just a simple handoff to the weak side that gets outside for a nice game. We'll take a look at the back end. They motion the back into the backfield, and what they're doing is what we call a take-two draw. They're running a draw to number 29, Cohen, off the weak side through the B gap. And they have this left tackle. He's going to pass set on the defensive end and push him up the field. Then he's going to release and try to block this linebacker right here. You got an overstack front to the strong side by the Falcons. So all these 3 offensive linemen have angles on their blocks. The Falcons even try to run a stunt here. The Bears do a very nice job of trading that thing off. You got the uncovered guard climbing to the next level, and you got a nice running lane to run into, as we will see. There's the snap. Again, 2 guys are up on that backer. Nice hole to run through. Nice gain. Falcons got to be aware of that down the road. This next play is midway through the first quarter. The Bears have the ball 1st and 10 around midfield. This is just a basic RPO that they run. The Falcons are lined up in a run-heavy front. It's a bear type look they got going here. You got man on the outside to the slot. Again, the Bears are gonna run a running play to the 2 tight end side, and the quarterback is keying this linebacker right here. The linebacker plays the run. There's a nice hole to throw it. He'll pull it and hit the receiver on a slant route right here. If this linebacker feathers more and doesn't play the run, they're going to hand it off and they'll have numbers to that side. We'll see what happens. The ball snapped. Again, there's the linebacker playing the run. There's a nice throwing lane. Receiver did a nice job of getting a release. The ball's delivered, caught. Big gain on 1st and 10, get into field goal range. Here we are in the second quarter, midway through. Falcons are leading 9-3. The Bears have the ball 1st and 10 on their own 25. This is just a nice play by the linebacker, Leroy Reynolds, number 59 for the Falcons. Blowing up their running play. Shows the aggressiveness of the way they play the run. We'll look at it from the back end here. You know, what's going to happen is the Bears are going to run a simple inside zone to the weak side, and this linebacker, 59 Reynolds, he's going to recognize it as he sees the blocking scheme, and he's going to blow through this A gap. And the mistake that's made is this is a full zone concept, so this center right here, he's responsible for the A gap. So we need a full zone. So the center needs to be coming on to the linebacker. This guard's got a long way to go to get to the nose, and then this tackle's got to cut off the 3 technique. They can come all the way down. They don't do it, and you see what happens. The ball snapped. And then there it is. The center stays too long on this nose. There's a nice gap to run through. Reynolds sees it, exploits it, hits it. Nice hit in the backfield for a loss. It's a way to start off the series. Okay, late in the second quarter, Bears have the ball. They're down 16-3, but they have it on the plus 2-yard line. They're going in. This is just a nice play concept versus the Falcons' man-to-man coverage down tight in the red zone. This tight end who's aligned outside, he's going to motion into a stack alignment. This defender right here who's got him in man-to-man coverage, he comes down, he loosens up a little bit because you don't want to keep those guys on the same level, and they're going to in and out them. So this defender right here, he's going to have the first guy inside. This defender right here, he's going to have the first guy outside. That's why we call it in and out. This tight end's going to come down. He's going to start like he's inside. That's going to lock this defender on the tight end. The outside receiver is going to push up. He's going to hook right there. And then the tight end's going to come right off his hip, create a pick, and spring himself open. There's the motion down. Snap of the ball. And then there's the defender with the tight end. This receiver, all he has to do is hook up, get in that man's way, which he does. Catch, turn up, touchdown. Nice play concept. Here we go. It's the third quarter. It's 3rd and 8. Ball on the 40-yard line. Bears have the ball. They're down by 13. Trying to convert this 3rd and 8 situation. This is just both a good play by the Falcons and a bad play by the Bears. The Bears are running crossing routes. And you run crossing routes when you're anticipating man coverage. But when you happen to go against zone coverage, you have to adjust your route. The Falcons are going to run cover 2. They're going to roll the corners. The safeties are going to play the deep halves of the field. And this receiver down here, this tight end, when he's working over to his crossing route, when he sees man coverage and these guys drop and settle, he's got to convert his route and he's got to hook up in the void. This man right here, he's going to run through the middle to protect this middle read. There should be a nice hole right in there. He keeps running, and he runs the quarterback into an interception. Okay, it's cover 2. The ball snapped. Again, this defender's running with the man through. They're playing cover 2. There should be a nice hole right there. Again, this tight end right here should hook the ball up right there. Quarterback should put it on him. He should turn upfield, try to split 2 for the first down. He stays running. The ball's thrown, picked off, interception. Can't have it. Bad by the tight end, and not a good job by the quarterback either. Here we go. It's midway through the 4th quarter. The Falcons are up 26-10. The Bears have the ball 4th and 6 at the 42-yard line. They decided to go for it. This is just a simple play concept that takes advantage of the Falcons' cover 2 defense. What they're running cover 2. They're going to run a linebacker through the middle of the field to take away anything in the middle. They're going to drop a linebacker to cover the underneath. And the Bears just run a simple corner flat combination, curl flat combination at the top of the screen. This safety does not get wide enough. There's not enough threats down the middle for him to squeeze. And besides, he has a linebacker running with him. He needs to get more width. This corner right here, he's held by this flat because it's 4th and 6. He doesn't want to have to come up and make a tackle, one-on-one situation. So he gets controlled by this flat player. This safety needs to get more width and get over top of this corner, which he doesn't. We'll see what happens. Snap of the ball. Again, there it is. He's squared up to the receiver right there. In this corner, his eyes are on the quarterback. He's worried about the flat. There's a nice hole out here. You got this linebacker running through the middle to take away a middle read, so this safety should be wider, should not let him gain leverage to the outside, which he does. The ball's thrown. Nice throw, nice catch, turn upfield. Now they're in business. Here we go. Late in the 4th quarter, 2:12 left. The Falcons lead 26-23. Bears made a great comeback. It's 3rd and 8 on the plus 28. They're on the fringe of the red zone. They're on the fringe of field goal range. Bears do not want to take a sack in this situation. The Falcons line up, and they're showing max blitz with zero help on the back end. They're trying to get a sack. They're trying to knock them out of field goal range, or at least make it a long field goal. The Bears simply run a 7 route to the single receiver. They run double post up top. They're trying to isolate these defenders in the back end. There is no help back here, so these guys are in a little bit of a bind. The pressure has to get to the quarterback before they can exploit the back end of the coverage. And the ball snapped. Again, they're bringing 7. They drop one out late. He had one-on-one in the back end. Trubisky sees it. He lets the ball go. Again, receiver crossing the face of the defensive back to this open area where there's no safety in the middle of the field because of the max blitz. The ball's put out there. Nice catch. Nice throw. Touchdown. They take the lead. Okay, Green Bay has the ball on the 31-yard line going in, fringe of the red zone, fringe of field goal range. It's the same type of deal that we just saw. And you're going to get a blitz. They line up in a 2-by-2 set. They're going to send the back in motion. The Saints are going to adjust. And they bring the blitz. The Packers don't pick it up. And they get the sack. We'll look at the back end to see what happened. Okay, they motion the back out, and this linebacker right here, he goes with them. They take this linebacker and they walk him to the end of the line of scrimmage. When the configuration is right here, this lineman, this center, and this right guard, they're going to set on this 2-eye, and they're going to go to eye number 47. That's going to be their responsibility. When the back leaves and he leaves, and 56 comes to the end of the line of scrimmage, this center's got to change what we call the point and put this right guard on number 90 by himself, and they got to slide out this way to handle the splits. They don't make that adjustment. The guy comes off free off the edge. They should be doing just like that. They should be kicking out like that. They don't do it. You'll see at the snap. There's the motion. 47 leaves. 56 walks into the line. And again, the center stepping to his right when they should be sliding to the left to pick up this pressure. And then there's the sack. What we got going here, it's 3rd and 12, ball in the plus 33. They're still in the first quarter. This just shows Aaron Rodgers' athletic ability, his ability to take advantage of what the Saints are giving him. The Saints are going to run what we call 2-man. You got the 5 coverage men underneath playing man on the 5 eligible receivers. You got 2 safeties in the back end playing half the field. It's a very dangerous coverage versus a mobile quarterback, because when the ball is snapped, the receivers run out of there. Everyone's locked up in man coverage. No one's keying the quarterback. There's no one in zone with their eyes on the quarterback. Everybody has their eyes on their man. Everyone's locked up man. Look at all this space here. It's important when you're running 2-man that these pass rushers maintain proper pass rush lanes. If they get out of their lanes, which the Saints do here, it's going to create a space. There it is. No one's in the middle of the field. You got pass rushers out of their lane. There's a nice running lane. Rodgers sees that. He pulls it down. There's no one there to defend him. They're all still at this point when he's running the ball. They're all with their man. He runs for the first down on 3rd and 12. Nice play by Rodgers. Here we go. Start of the second quarter. Packers have the ball. They're down 7-6. It's 1st and 10 on the 50-yard line. This is just a nice play call, nice execution, taking advantage of the Saints' quarters defense. They're running quarters across the board, which means the 2 corners, 2 safeties are dividing the deep part of the field by quarters. You got 3 underneath defenders underneath. What they're going to run is they're going to run this back who's deployed into a bunch of linemen in a fly sweep motion. They're going to run a fake to their right side, and Rodgers is going to wheel around in a waggle type set. They have this point of the bunch right here. He's going to run a high angle 7 with a deep over coming across, and these safeties on the back end, they're going to step up for the run. That's going to give these receivers enough chance to get down the field and get behind them. Rodgers does a great job of throwing the high angle 7 on the run to the wrong side. Puts it all out there. Nice catch. We'll go back and look at Rodgers again. Again, throwing the ball to your left on the run is extremely difficult. He gets his hips around. He puts it out there. Very accurate throw. Gets it out there. Nice completion. Nice execution for the Packers. Okay, after the long completion, Packers have the ball 2nd and 5 at the plus 5-yard line. Again, this is a nice, tight red zone play call. Okay, what are they playing? They're playing man coverage across the board. How do you defeat man coverage? We saw the Bears against the Falcons with a pick concept. Now you get crossers as another way to beat man coverage. They're going to run this man in fly sweep motion. They're going to run a fake to the left side. Rodgers is going to come out to his right. This tight end is going to slip underneath. The 2 outside receivers with cut down splits are going to run crossing type routes. This receiver is going to pop wide open. There's the fly sweep motion. There's the fake. There's the tight end come underneath. There are the receivers in their crisscross action. Again, this is the man supposedly covering number 13. He steps up for the run, and now you got the crisscross action. Rodgers comes out, throws the ball on the run. Nice throw, nice catch, nice play concept. Here we go. Start of the third quarter. 14:50 left. Packers are down 17-13. 3rd and 10, ball on their own 25. And this is just a nice play concept attacking the Saints' quarters defense. The Saints are going to run quarters across the board. Again, all they're going to run is they got a stack alignment at the top of the screen. The outside receiver is going to push up to about 10 to 12 yards. He's going to lean to the outside and take it vertical. This inside receiver is just going to walk up on this safety and cross his face. You got the outside receiver. He's going to run down here. He's going to run an in route, and that's going to gobble up both the safety and the corner, control them, and then you're going to get this post over the top. And Rodgers, again, has a great arm. He puts it out there. There's the snap. Again, now you got this receiver one-on-one with this safety. It's a complete athletic and speed mismatch. You got this safety in the corner controlled by the in route. Crosses the face. There's a lot of space out there. Rodgers puts the ball in a great spot. Catch. Turn up field. Doesn't get in the end zone, but get inside the 5-yard line. Nice play. This is just a very good play design by the Packers to attack the Saints' cover 3 defense. What they're going to do is they start up in a 2-by-2 set. You got a tight end and a wing on the bottom of the screen. You got 2 receivers in a stack alignment at the top. They're going to send this receiver across the formation to create a 3-receiver side, and essentially with the back to that side, it's a 4-receiver side. They're creating a 4-by-1 set. They're going to take this inside tight end and send him right up the inside part of the hash. They're going to take this outside tight end. He's going to run up the rail. They're going to take the back. He's going to split the difference between the two. They're going to swing this receiver out to the flat. Right now, it's putting stress on that defense. This linebacker's got to run with the inside seam. This safety gets occupied by the verticals. And again, this corner right here, he's in a bind because he's going to have 2 verticals running right at him, and he's got to make a decision. So there's the fly sweep motion. There's the 3 receivers running vertically. You got the safety in the middle of the field. This linebacker's taking this tight end through the middle. And again, you got 2 guys running up on this corner. Make him wrong. He squeezes the inside. Rodgers puts it on the outside most man. Ball's thrown, outside shoulder, catch, big play, nice concept. Here we go. It's early in the game. It's first quarter. Falcons have the ball on their own 36, 1st and 10. This is just a single route. They're playing quarters on the bottom. They're playing half safeties on the top. They're going to give a hard play action, keep 7 in the protection. This receiver is going to walk up here, and he's going to run a post over the top. This safety is going to freeze because of the play fake, and that's going to give him enough time to run the post over the top. There it is. He squats. A good release by the receiver. Again, this safety's not getting enough depth. Pushes up, gets on top of the whole coverage. The ball's put out there. Nice catch. Gets the ball inside the 5-yard line. Okay, Falcons have the ball. It's 3rd and 3 at the plus 3-yard line. They're going in. They're up 6-3. We're at the start of the second quarter. This is just a play that can't happen for the quarterback. The Falcons motion the back into the backfield from an empty set. The Bears are checking to a max blitz. The routes that the Falcons have is the receiver up top. He's running a deep in across the baseline. You got stacked receivers down here running a 7-flat combination, trying to create a pick action. The Bears are going to run a max blitz, which means they're going to have one more than the Falcons can block. So Matt Ryan's got to get the ball out of his hands as quick as he can. The only option he has is throwing to this receiver, number 17, at the bottom of the screen. That's the only quick option he has. And he's popping open right here. The ball should already be out of his hands. He should have anticipated that throw before the rush got to him. He takes the sack. You don't want to do that in that situation. Okay, another 3rd and 3 for the Falcons, this time on their 45-yard line. We're towards the end of the second quarter. It's 5:30 left. Again, this is just something that can't happen. It's a protection breakdown. This is more on the offensive line than the quarterback. But again, the protection issues show up. We'll look at the back end. We'll see what happens. You can't take a sack fumble in this situation. Okay, here we go. What we got going is you're going to motion this receiver across. This corner is going to go with him. The Bears are going to run a weak side pressure through the B gap. They're going to bring this linebacker and this linebacker through the B gap. They're going to slant the defensive tackle into the center. And this center with the red dot should be tracking this linebacker with the red dot on top of him. This running back should be with the blue dot right there, should be responsible for this linebacker. What happens is the line continues to slide to the left while they bring the pressure to their right. This man outside ends up making the sack, but they're very vulnerable in the protection here. There's the motion across. Again, the center stepping to his left as his blitz responsibility is blitzing to his right. If this man off the edge didn't get the sack, the extra free hitter would. You can't take a sack. You can't fumble the ball if you can be successful in the league. Here we go. Falcons have the ball. 1st and 10 at the +10. They're ahead 16-10 in the third quarter. And what do you got to do in the red zone? It's not just throwing territory. You have to run the ball. You have to be able to line up and run the ball in the red zone. This is what the Falcons do. A nice 10-yard run for a touchdown. You got to be able to do that. It sets everything else up in the red zone. We'll look at the back end. We'll look at the blocking scheme. Okay, they got 21 personnel, 2 backs, a tight end, and receivers. 2 receivers in the game. They're running traditional power. You got a double team back to the linebacker. You got a down block. You got a down block. You got a down block. You're pulling the backside guard for the front side linebacker. And you got the fullback kicking out the Sam. This receiver, he's supposed to come in and get the safety, but he does a nice job cleaning up a linebacker in here, which sets the whole thing up. And there it is. And then there's the receiver. He's coming in. He's going to go block a linebacker, and that's going to be the block that springs the whole play. There he is, blowing up this linebacker, and now the back's one-on-one with the safety. Makes a miss, gets in the end zone, touchdown. Nice execution, nice play call. Okay, Falcons gave back the lead to the Bears. Now they're down by 4. There's 1:20 left in the fourth quarter. They're driving. It's 2nd and 4. And again, this is a throw that you can't make. They're in a situation where they can get the ball down in there and take the lead. The Bears are going to run cover 2. The top of the screen, the Falcons are going to run just a corner flat combination between the receiver and the tight end. There is a hole to throw the ball into versus cover 2. This defender is going to get some depth. This corner, he's going to play the flat. There should be holes right in there. The receiver runs up, runs his corner, and instead of putting the ball where the blue dot is, Matt Ryan puts the ball where the red dot is. That allows this safety to get back in the play and make an interception. Okay, there it is. And then there's the hole right there. The ball needs to be put right up here, almost by the 30, 29-yard line to the sidelines. This defender's not in great shape because he's playing the flat. But if you look, the ball's thrown up the field, more to the 24-yard line. See where it's caught. The ball should have been thrown out here to the sidelines. Again, inaccurate ball. Nice play by the Bears to seal the game. We'll take a look at the Packers defense right now. They're in the first quarter, halfway through. Saints have the ball 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line. A little bit of vulnerability for the Bears is the run defense. And this is just a nice cutback run by the Saints to get the ball back outside, down the sidelines. Nice play, get us inside the 20-yard line. We'll look at the back end to see what happened. What they're going to do is the Saints are going to run a fly motion across the quarterback's face, and this is just a pure zone concept. The offensive line just zoning, zone blocking, double team to the next level, double team to the next level by the guard center, left guard and left tackle. And what's going to happen is they're going to hand the ball off, and the back's going to wind it all the way back. These 2 tight ends do a nice job of solidifying this linebacker, working to the next level, and then the receiver in fly motion comes up, and he's the lead blocker, and Kamara does a nice job winding the thing back. There's a snap. Again, everything gets washed down. Here's the tight end climbing to the next level. Here's the fly sweep receiver looking for a block. There's a nice hole. Make a guy miss in the secondary. Take it down the sidelines. Nice play by the Saints. This is just a good play design by the Saints versus the Packers down in the red zone to take advantage of their coverage. They're playing quarters defense. The Packers are. You got quarters up top here. You got quarters pressed down here. Everyone else is matched. This is a 3-by-1 set. These two underneath defenders, they're going to push to the 3 receiver side. And essentially, you have the linebacker isolated on the back. You got this corner isolated on the tight end right here. And the Saints run a nice 7 route, angle route, which crosses up the defense and sets the back free. The ball snapped again. There's the release of the tight end. The tight end's release is going to occupy this linebacker who's in man-to-man coverage with this running back. The back just crosses his face into the opening, breaks the tackle, gets the ball in the end zone. Touchdown. Nice play call. Nice execution. Here we go. Once again, Saints have the ball down in the red zone, ball on the 10-yard line. It's 3rd and 2. This is just a nice play concept to attack the Packers' quarters coverage again. Right now, it's a 3-by-1 set. The Packers are playing quarters coverage. They got the corners and the safeties splitting the back end by quarters. You got 4 underneath defenders right now. They're only going to be rushing 3. And all the Saints runners double post. This inside receiver, he's going to push up, cross the face of the safety, which is going to occupy the safety, and isolate the corner one-on-one. This outside receiver is going to walk up on the corner, get close to him, cross his face. There'll be a nice hole to throw the ball into for Breeze. The ball snapped. Again, there's crossing the face to occupy this corner. Again, this receiver could have pushed up on the defender more, but he's crossing the face. There's the hole. Breeze is about to pull the trigger. Again, the ball's already in the air as he's breaking to the opening before this defender can get there. Puts it right in there. Receiver goes up and gets it. Nice catch, nice throw, nice call, touchdown.